Hey guys, welcome back to the Outshipping YouTube channel. My name is Austin. In today's video, it's going to be a quick video where I'm going to be showing you guys how to install adjustable coil spring spacers on the front end of your Jeep. Now this process is going to be the same for the TJ, ZJ, and the XJ that we have here, and it leaves you with being able to adjust your front suspension height fairly easily. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright, so taking a closer look, I already went ahead and installed this on my driver's side. If you guys aren't aware, currently on this Jeep, I've been installing the front frame stiffeners to finish up the frame stiffeners on this Jeep, as well as I'm throwing on my aftermarket front bumper. So while I'm at it, I got everything blown apart, and the reason why I'm installing adjustable coil spring spacers is because with adding a heavy bumper and a heavy winch onto that bumper, it's going to potentially have this front end sagging down a little bit. So to compensate for that, we're going to be installing these adjustable coil spring spacers that basically replace your existing coil seat and bump stop. This guy's going to sit right here once we get that coil spring into place. Now the main brand that makes these adjustable coil spring spacers is called ACOs. These are actually the cheap knockoffs, but they're pretty much identically the same, and they are made in China, but overall I'm not seeing any flaws with it. This side installed nicely. These ones here you can find about 70 bucks. I'll leave a link down below, as well as the name brand ACO ones, which I believe are 270 bucks. So these cheaper ones are definitely a couple $100 cheaper, which might be the brute for if you're an XJ guy like me. But the overall adjustability on this is at minimum. Where I have it set right now, it's going to give you 1.5 inches of extra lift up front, but it has potential going up to 3 3/4 inch of additional lift up here. This just helps you so that way, in case you do have a sagging front end from a heavy bumper and winch, you don't have to be popping in and out coil springs trying to find where your Jeep is going to sit right, because after a while those coil springs will settle a little bit and it could sit a little bit lower than anticipated. So I'm going to keep the same coil springs and then dial this in to where we need it. So we're going to jump onto the other side and get it all prepped, and I'll show you guys how simple these guys are to install. Alright, so taking a look at the components that comes in this kit per side. These do come in pairs. We got our main adjustable sleeve right here that's threaded. This guy is going to be sliding onto the existing coil tower and sitting right here. In order to do that, we have to get rid of this bell down here that usually holds in your old bump stop. Now, if you have an earlier XJ or ZJ or TJ, most of the time these are going to be threaded on, and you can take a pipe wrench onto here and unthread it, and this whole base part will unthread from the upper section right here. However, if you have a later XJ like I do, this is going to be welded on here, so we're actually going to have to cut off this bottom bell, and we want to pretty much go to where this flat face is on the inside, where there's a threaded hole. We're going to utilize that threaded hole to assemble this whole thing together. Now, along with that, we have our aluminum upper coil seat that's going to stick up into this area right here. That's going to be threaded all the way up. We also have our adjustment sleeve right here that we're going to be using to extend our front suspension up or down. Right now, I'm going to have mine all the way in the up position, so that way it's giving off the minimal lift of 1.5 inches. Then we have our rubber isolator that will go underneath that adjustable piece right here. This is just for that coil spring to sit nice and comfortably into place. And to keep everything together, we have this aluminum spacer in the bottom, and then we also have a new bump stop, and to keep that together, we have a provided bolt that's going to go through and utilize that threaded hole on the inside here. This is an M10 by 1.5. I would recommend you getting a tap and running it through here if this hole has never been used before. You want to clean it out from any rust and so I already did that, so this guy threads in nicely. That's just going to keep our whole assembly into place. So I'm going to start off with cutting off this bell down here, clean it up a little bit. I might actually take off the paint on here since I did paint this all on, but that extra paint thickness makes it a little bit tight to get the sleeve on. So I might just wire wheel that off quick, and then I just douse this whole thing with anti-seize in case we do need to take this off. It's not stuck on there for life. getting a little tight, I'll just take a block of wood and a mallet and finish it off the rest of the way. Now we can take our aluminum upper coil seat. You want the beveled end towards the top, so that way it sits nicely into that pocket. And on these threads, I'm not going to do anti-seize, but I'm going to do fluid film, since this whole Jeep gets some fluid film anyway in the fall time every year. And it's a great lubricant as well. Alright, then we'll take our lower coil seat and we'll spin this guy on here as well. Alright, so the set screw on this adjustable piece right here, it's going to be an 8mm internal hex. I'm going to pull that out so I can put some anti-seize on that bolt right here, and then we're going to cinch it down. Once again, I got mine in the all the way up position, so it's going to give us 1.5 inches of lift. If we need to add more, all we have to do is see where it sits, jack up the suspension so there's no load on this, and start spinning it. Alright, now if you haven't already, take your tap and run it through this hole right here. You want to make sure it's all the way cleaned out. This is, once again, an M10 by 1.5. Mine's all nice and clean, so we're ready to install the rest of this. So we take our bottom bump stop spacer, and the side that has that little notch in there, you want that facing up, so that way it sits in there just like so. And then we'll take our provided socket head bolt, stick that through here, and we'll put some anti-seize on the end of this bolt as well. Don't forget your isolator. That's just going to kind of sit here kind of loosely. It might fall down until we get that coil spring in, but set this in here. And now we're going to snug this up. Alrighty, that's all there is to it. This thing is ready to go. I'm going to continue putting the suspension back on here, but if you guys want to see what my Jeep looks like with these put into place and putting the bumper on, make sure to stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to be having a video on building the front bumper as well as installing the winch onto that bumper as well, so stay tuned for that in these upcoming weeks. But straightforward, easy install, so hopefully you guys are able to do this on your own Jeep. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today's video. I'll leave a link down in the description below, so you guys, if you want to buy these knockoff ones, or if you want to buy the name brand support American-made products, you can do that as well. Hopefully you guys are able to follow along. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them down below, and I'll be happy to answer. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out outjeeping.com and get yourself some merch. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.